Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a really cool impressionist florally background like this, and we're using in this video my April Flowers palettes. We're using the impressionist colors here, but what's cool is that you can use the same tutorial and use any color palette collection that you like. So to start off with, I'm going to go over to my pattern stamp tool. And I'm going to select my color palette, which is number 12 from this collection, and I'm going to put the base of this dark red down. So now I need to pick out my brush, and in this one I'm going to do Artistic Autumn brush number 31, and I have my document here. It's 1200 by 1200, and this is just kind of a good size to work for Instagram normally. So to begin with, I'm going to lay down, use this brush and kind of fill in and lay down this dark red, and I want this color the darker color to kind of peek through some of the other strokes. So we're going to make sure that the background is all filled in, and you see how easy it is to make a really cool background in a second. Nice impressionist. So now I'm going to make a new layer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick use color palette number 13, this pink. And I am going to kind of paint across, and I'm going to leave the red here at the top, make a new layer, paint across. I'm using like a full pressure because this brush, if it's full pressure, it looks like this. But if you use a lighter pressure, it changes a little bit. A lot of my brushes are like this. I want to kind of have this rough stroke. So I'm using full pressure. And I'm kind of making, let's see, just cut that. I'm going to make like a wavy sort of line across. And I like that. So I'm going to maybe add a little bit there. It's cool. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to look exactly like the one I showed you, but we'll get the idea. And I'm just going to move this up a little bit. I'm happy with that, so I'll create a new layer. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to pick this color palette number 14, and I'm going to do the same thing across. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can kind of just play along. And I like some of the red, the dark red kind of showing below that. So you can leave some gaps or something. So I've got that. I'll create a new layer. And now we're going to jump over to let's jump over to number 2 and do kind of the same thing. These are kind of straight. I want to actually, I think I will make more of a curve here. And I like some of that red showing through. Create a new layer. Let's pick number 3. And go like so. Make a new layer. Let's go down to number 4. And kind of just making a wavy line. I like that red showing through. Make a new layer. Let's go for number 5. And I'm just wiggling the stroke a little bit to make it imperfect. New layer. And now we're going to jump down to like a green. I think I will use number 20 for this kind of a light green to transition into there. And just kind of wiggling that stroke across. Create a new layer. Let's jump to 17. And wiggling that in. And I like this kind of a subtle rainbow that's forming here. Create a new layer. Let's go for 18. Why not? And just kind of slowly wiggling that, and I'll create a new layer and use palette number 19 for that kind of touch of blue at the bottom. And that's it. So it looks pretty similar, and you've got this really cool gradated, fluffy sort of impressionist background. You can use it for a card, a quote, you know, whatever. You can create a whole, create a little collection like this and offer them for sale. So you know, whatever you like. It's so versatile, and all we used was one brush and one color palette collection. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions, just ask them below.